You'll always be a loser no matter what. You'll always be a nerd no matter what. You'll never get approval no matter what. And despite maybe having varied hobbies, if you play video games, you're always going to be seen as some of the lowest low for some reason. Now, to a point, I understand why people think like that, and to a point, I think there are some people who take it too far. If you obsess nonstop over video games to the point where your life is ruined, you don't go out very often, you don't have any friends or family, and you don't have a career, and things are falling apart in your life, that's an addiction that's not good. Now, is video games taking the place of something else? Most likely. But I'm not really a psychologist, and this isn't advice. This is going to be a long-winded video of me just kind of talking about the vitriol, hate, and some of the experience I've had here on YouTube and in general on the internet in the past 4 years since I really got into TikTok and kind of broke out onto the scene, as one could say. If you and video gaming have an unhealthy relationship, it's always good to seek some kind of help out there. But in general, I've seen games as a way to bring people together over the years and create great times and long-lasting moments that I think everyone's really enjoyed. The other day on YouTube, I posted a short about a Mario bag for a Mario Party game I got as a pre-order bonus. And I've gotten a lot of comments like this before, and this is no hate to the person who left it. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I've seen a ton of these. I've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of comments like this. But they said, I love playing video games, but I'm glad I never got that big, that bald, and that man-childish about it. Like, what happened to not being an embarrassment? Okay, fair enough. I'm very fat. There's no doubt about that. And I'm definitely bald. I really can't control that one, though. The man-childish thing kind of seemed a bit odd, and I was a little, I guess, taken aback. I'm like, I don't really know what I was doing in that video that made me a man-child. I've been thinking about doing a video like this for a long time. Some of the comments I've got on YouTube are just some of the most hate-filled bile I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why. I'm trying not to be offensive to anyone out here. I try not to form any too strong opinions. I try not to give any opinions. I just want to talk about games and hopefully share some of this stuff with you guys out there on the internet land. And I'm not really sure I did to deserve it. But again, it's the internet. You're free to say whatever you want. I'm not going to stop that. I'm not going to say people shouldn't. It's just odd. But to go back to, I've seen this on TikTok for years, especially my cheese channel, my gaming channel, where people just endlessly have to talk about, like, I'm some baby man-child, never grew up. Indeed, I do have a kind of a crazy game room down here full of all kinds of stuff. There's some toys down here. There's a lot of posters. There's stuff me and my wife made with the kids and the perler beads. There's LED lights everywhere. Everyone likes LED lights. There's a whole bunch of TVs I've picked up throughout the years here. And in general, it's a very cozy, happy place for people to get together and hang out with. Now, if I stay down here all day by myself every day and ignored any responsibility, I would completely understand about being a man-child who refuses to grow up and move on and do things. But that's not the case, and it's never been the case for me. I have a lot of responsibilities. I take them very seriously. And I'm not really embarrassed about this game room either. There have been so many great memories made down here with family, friends, coworkers throughout the years, and everyone who comes over to enjoy some games, which really bring people together, has had a blast doing it. Even people who don't play games regularly, or people who haven't played games since they were kids, will find something fun down here to do, and I try to make sure those experiences are curated and enjoyable for them. I want to make the most succinct point I can make about this. No matter what I have accomplished in my life, no matter what I've done, no matter what I will do, someone out there will always look at what I have down here and all my collection, the stuff we have, and say, what a loser, what a baby, what a man-child, all this other stuff. It's always going to happen. And this is my point to the rest of you out there in video game land or any other hobby out there that you really enjoy and get into and share with other people. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. You can't worry about what other people think. People on the internet are going to mock you and belittle you and berate you no matter what you do. So just enjoy it and try to engage with the comments. The only reason I'm engaging with this comment at all is because I kind of wanted a jumping off point because this has been on my mind for a while. But if you like your hobby, enjoy it. Just enjoy it. It doesn't matter. You're always going to be called a loser. You're always going to be called a man-child. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what you do. It really doesn't. And I'm not even saying this from a point of frustration, because whenever I see a comment like that, I'm like, oh, good. It must be just another day of the week that I'm on the internet. And I put myself out there, so I'm exposing myself to that kind of vitriol, hatred, that kind of stuff, or those kind of comments. And I don't even think this person's a hateful person. And I understand what they're trying to say exactly. I completely get it. But this is my point. Somehow I'm very successful. I have a beautiful wife. I have wonderful children. I live in a nice place. I have a car, I have a motorcycle, I have all kinds of stuff. I'm a teacher, I have a master's degree, I am the head of my department, and none of that stuff matters. I enjoy gardening, I enjoy classic cars, I enjoy old motorcycles, I enjoy working on things. It doesn't matter. I'm just a loser man-child in my basement playing video games all day, refusing to take any kind of responsibility for anything. What strikes me as odd is that nowadays video games are so much more played than they ever had been before. When I was younger, in middle school, I got picked on a lot and bullied a lot for video games and video game music and things like that. And looking back at it, I probably deserved at least half of that, and the other half, probably not. I'm sure I was a weird kid. I'm sure a lot of us who play games were weird kids. But nowadays, everyone plays video games, and I mean everyone. And it's not stopping at like middle school or high school. It's going on into the college years substantially. So I don't know where all this comes from still, that there's some I guess, stereotype floating around out there of, bald, fat, sweaty nerd. Hey, wait a second. Sitting in his basement playing games all day. I do leave the house. Other people I know leave the house. I've seen a lot of people who have very balanced lives, who enjoy their gaming when they can, when they're able to, and also enjoy going out and doing things. Which apparently going out and doing things is the only defining factor in a lot of people's lives. If you're not sitting at a bar miserable, if you're not sitting in a restaurant miserable and bored, then you're not living life to the fullest, apparently. I've seen people who equate quality time and friendship with just being with someone in the same room for 5 to 8 hours, maybe watching a football game or something. Everyone's silent, everyone's staring at their phones, everyone waiting to leave. But that's quality friendship and quality time. Down here, we are going to have quality friendship, quality time, because we're going to get together, we're going to engage with each other, we're going to play some games, we're going to try some old stuff, some new stuff, we're going to try all these weird accessories, we're going to bring the maracas out, the drums, you name it, we're going to do it. To me, that's a lot more fun, and that's why I still enjoy gaming. I know a lot of people out there also enjoy gaming, and if you do, just enjoy it. No matter what you do or accomplish, people online will always tell you you're a loser. But if you like it and you enjoy it and it's not ruining your life, keep on doing it.